What's up, YouTube? What you guys know about the Nintendo Entertainment System? Oh shit. I'm actually on my way to sell this right now or trade it in. I don't really know what I'm gonna be able to get out of it, but there's a game shop not too far from where I live where they should take stuff like this, and I've talked to them in the past about if they would take it, and they seemed like they probably would. So yeah, I'm about to take this and see what I can get for it. Maybe get some new stuff. Yeah. Well, I made it back, and it was like a somewhat successful journey, I would say. So they ended up giving me $100 for it, which I thought was pretty decent because, you know, I've done my research online and eBay and stuff, and it looks like, you know, they usually go for about like $150 in like a lot better condition. And, you know, to be fully transparent, it's like mine was not in good condition. It was like covered in fucking scratches, and like the plastic was all yellowed. So I think getting $100 for it is pretty good. But then the main things I wanted, they just didn't have any of them. I wanted a PS4 controller so I could have two here, and they didn't have any. I wanted Black Ops 3 for the PS4, and they didn't have it. So it's kind of like, damn, that kind of sucks that I went all that way. But I did come home with this, which is a classic. This is like one of those nostalgic childhood games for me at this point, where like I had it on the PlayStation 3, literally the same one that's in my apartment now, you know, back in 2010, 11, I don't even remember, but, and I remember playing the demo on the PlayStation, like just for hours until I got the full game, and then it was like getting the full game was even more exciting because I wasn't just restricted to like the one part of the map that you could be in the demo. So that's hype. I'm excited to play that again. Other than that, we got lunch, so I'm gonna go eat it. I've got a bunch of these demos that are kind of like potentially for new album stuff next year, but they've just been stuff that I've been making like throughout this year, and some even as old as like from last year. I feel like it's kind of a skill in itself to like, you know, be able to like curate the best demos you have in your catalog, because obviously like I have a bunch of shit unreleased, unfinished, and some of it might never really be used or looked at again, but it's just about going through and like picking the best ones and knowing what you could actually work with. There's also like crazy ones like this. There's also just like a bunch of beats that aren't even really structured out, like they're just beat ideas that I have. And it's kind of more work, I feel like, to go in and like structure those out and make them songs, but if you can, it's like some of them are really fire too. I think this one I really like. I think if you're an artist, it's usually kind of like the more demos and things you have on your computer, the better, because you want to have that experience of like making so many things, and you also just want to have like a good amount of stuff to pick through and go back through and be like, you know, oh, maybe this would be cool to work on, and then, you know, you don't even have to like go through the trouble of like thinking of a new idea. It's like sometimes that can be really good, because if you're in like a dry spell of writing, then you just go find something you already started years ago, and sometimes that's enough to inspire you to like make a whole new song out of it. That's definitely happened a bunch of times for me. Look at that. Fall is here. The summer will be gone soon enough. Anyway, I think that's good for this video. I wanted to kind of just keep it short and simple. Sorry there was no vlog last week. I know I suck for that. It's not a big deal, but I did do 16 weeks of this vlog consecutively, which was pretty sweet. Basically the whole summer. But I'm still trying to keep it going. I'm at the very least going to keep giving you guys like production videos and tips and tricks for producers, because I know that those can be helpful for people, and you know, those are literally the videos I watched when I was starting out that like helped me get better. So yeah, more of that on the way, but otherwise I'll see you guys soon.